Have you ever imagined a cat playing basketball? Yes, that's right. Get ready to meet Max, a cat who not only loves the game, but who also turned his sadness into an incredible journey of overcoming. In this video, we'll explore how this adorable feline, wearing his basketball uniform, won the hearts of an entire city and became a true sensation. But before we dive into this exciting story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any of the incredible adventures we have in store for you. Now, let's find out how Max found his place in the world. The building's lights only added to the feeling that he didn't belong. He wanted to be part of something bigger, maybe a team, maybe an adventure. One day, while wandering around the city, Max found a lost basketball. He stared at it for a moment, his sad eyes reflecting the vibrant orange ball. With an unexpected impulse, he jumped up and began dribbling with the ball. At first, it was clumsy, but over time, he began to get the hang of it, making quick, agile movements that only a cat could do. Suddenly, a crowd began to form around Max. People stopped to watch the unusual spectacle of a cat playing basketball with a skill that none of them had ever imagined. The children began to applaud, and even the adults smiled, delighted by the scene. For a brief moment, the sadness in Max's eyes disappeared. He was the center of attention, not because he was different, but because he was doing something he loved. And in that moment, in the middle of that bustling city, Max no longer felt alone. He realized that he didn't have to be like everyone else to belong. He was special just the way he was. The city, with all its noise and chaos, finally felt a little more welcoming. And Max, in his basketball uniform and his eyes shining with joy, continued to dribble the ball, knowing that he had found his place in the world. Max, now the center of attention, felt his heart beating faster, but this time it wasn't from sadness or loneliness, but from pure adrenaline and joy. The cat dribbled the ball with incredible dexterity, making quick feints and jumping between the legs of the laughing and applauding children. He spun, jumped, and threw the ball with such grace that it seemed to float in the air, as if the very spirit of the court had given him a special power. As the crowd grew, Max realized that something was changing inside him. His insecurity was melting away like fog in the sun. He had always felt that he was different, that he didn't belong in the human world, but right then, at that moment, he felt like he was part of something bigger. The cat didn't just play basketball, he brought happiness to those people. A boy, holding a basketball in his hands, approached with a shy smile. He looked at Max and said, "Hey, do you want to play with me?" Max stopped, surprised. No one had ever invited him to a game before. He blinked his big eyes, still reflecting a bit of his old sadness, but now with a spark of hope. The boy gently threw the ball to Max, who caught it with a nimble paw and threw it back. And so began a game between the boy and the cat, which soon turned into something bigger. Other children began to join in, laughing and throwing the ball with Max, creating a circle of pure joy in the middle of the gray city. People who had previously hurried past now stopped to watch. Even adults got involved, taking photos, recording videos, and smiling at this magical scene. It was as if, for a moment, everyone in that great city was connected by something simple and beautiful. But the real transformation was happening inside Max. He realized that even though he was different, he had a unique talent. His sadness, which had previously been like a weight on his chest, began to dissolve. He felt lighter, happier. As the sun began to set and the crowd began to disperse, the boy who had invited Max to the game approached him again. He bent down and gently stroked the cat's head. "You were amazing, Max. Can we play again tomorrow?" Max looked at the boy, his eyes no longer sad, but full of gratitude. He purred softly in response, as if to say yes. The boy smiled and walked away, leaving Max alone on the now empty court. Max looked at the city around him. It was still full of hurried people, noisy cars, and bright lights, but now everything seemed different. Max no longer felt lost. He knew that even in such a big and confusing place, he had found his place. And so, every afternoon, Max returned to that same court. He played basketball with the kids, making friends and spreading joy wherever he went. His once sad eyes now shone with the light of someone who had found his purpose. Max, the cat in the basketball uniform, had become the hero of a small community in the middle of the big city. And whenever anyone asked about the cat who played basketball, everyone smiled and said, "Oh, that's Max. The cat who brought a little magic to our town." We hope you were captivated by the story of Max, the cat who found his place in the world through basketball. We want to hear from you. What did you think of this incredible journey? Have you ever felt different but found a way to shine? Leave your comments below and share your experiences with us. If you liked this video and want to see more inspiring stories like Max's, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support is essential for us to continue bringing you fun and exciting content. Together, we will spread more joy and love around the world. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.